What if the secret to soothing those stiff, aching joints wasn't hidden in a complex prescription or an expensive supplement, but was waiting for you, right now, in your own kitchen pantry? What if you could reclaim a piece of your freedom, one sprinkle at a time? If that question resonates with you, you are not alone. The daily battle with aching knees, stiff fingers, or a protesting back can be frustrating and disheartening, making you feel like you're a spectator in your own life. You've probably been told to lean on painkillers, to just accept the aches and stiffness as a part of aging. But what if there's a deeper wisdom available to us? What if the science is now confirming what generations before us knew all along? The answer lies in understanding how to gently but powerfully turn down the dial on chronic inflammation. We're about to explore 3 potent spices, likely already in your pantry, that can help you do exactly that. We'll start with a foundational secret that warms you from the inside out, then move to an overlooked powerhouse hiding in plain sight, and you absolutely must stay until the very end. Our final insight reveals a game-changing catalyst, a simple, everyday spice that has the power to amplify the effects of other anti-inflammatory compounds, making them vastly more effective. It's the key that unlocks the full potential of this natural approach. If you're ready to explore these simple, powerful strategies, take a moment to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on vital health information designed for those of us in our prime. Just a quick, important reminder. All the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique, so please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Our goal is to empower you with knowledge so you can have informed discussions with them. All right, let's begin with a spice that feels like a warm hug for your joints. Our foundational spice secret, cinnamon. Think about the scent of cinnamon. It's the fragrance of comfort, isn't it? It evokes images of apple pie, warm cinnamon rolls, a cozy cup of chai tea on a chilly evening. But what if that same comforting spice could also play a significant role in comforting your aching joints? The primary challenge for many of us dealing with persistent joint pain, whether it's in our knees, our fingers, or our back, is a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation. To truly grasp how this works, let's use an analogy. Imagine your body's inflammatory response system is like the boiler in your home's heating system. When you get an injury like a cut, the boiler fires up, sending heat and repair crews to that one spot. That's acute inflammation, and it's a good, healthy process. Where things can go wrong is when the thermostat gets stuck. The boiler never fully shuts off. It just keeps running at a low, constant hum, consuming energy and causing slow, steady wear and tear on the entire system. That low hum is chronic inflammation, and over time it can start to damage the very tissues it's supposed to protect, like the delicate cartilage in your joints. Many people reach for over-the-counter pills to muffle the noise, which can be helpful in the short term. But that doesn't fix the faulty thermostat. It just turns down the volume on the warning signals. Therefore, a more sustainable approach is to find ways to gently and naturally help the body recalibrate that thermostat. This is where cinnamon steps in. This humble bark contains a powerful bioactive compound called cinnamaldehyde. It's what gives cinnamon its signature aroma and flavor, but more importantly, it carries potent anti-inflammatory properties. Health experts now understand that cinnamaldehyde can help calm the body's inflammatory pathways. Research, including studies highlighted by the National Institutes of Health, has linked cinnamon consumption with reductions in key inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. One clinical trial even found that individuals with rheumatoid arthritis who consumed cinnamon daily reported a noticeable decrease in pain and swelling compared to those who did not. For something as simple and accessible as a spice, that's a remarkable finding. Furthermore, cinnamon supports healthy circulation. Think of your blood vessels as highways delivering vital supplies, oxygen and nutrients to your joint tissues. Good circulation ensures these supplies get where they need to go to support repair and flexibility. Cinnamon helps keep those highways open and flowing smoothly, which is a combination your joints will thank you for. Now for the practical part. How do you weave this into your life? A half to 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon per day is a reasonable target, Sprinkle it on your morning oatmeal with some berries. Blend a pinch into a smoothie with banana and almond milk. One of the simplest methods is a soothing cinnamon tea. Just simmer a cinnamon stick in water for 10–15 minutes and sip it warm. One crucial detail, however, is the type of cinnamon you use. Most of what you find in standard grocery stores is cassia cinnamon. It's perfectly fine in small amounts, but it contains higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be taxing on the liver if consumed in large quantities regularly. If you plan to make cinnamon a daily part of your wellness routine, it's wise to seek out Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It has a much lower coumarin content, making it the safer choice for long-term, consistent use. You can find it in health food stores or online. It's a simple swap that makes this gentle habit even smarter. The overlooked pantry powerhouse, cloves. Now that we've laid a warm, comforting foundation with cinnamon, let's turn our attention to a spice that is, without a doubt, one of the most underrated soldiers in the fight against inflammation: cloves. When you think of cloves, your mind probably jumps to holiday baking, a spiced ham, or perhaps a warm mug of mulled cider. Their intense, pungent aroma is unmistakable, but hiding within these small, dried flower buds is a level of therapeutic power that far outweighs their size. The specific situation that cloves so powerfully address is oxidative stress, a key accomplice to inflammation in the saga of joint degeneration. Let's use another analogy to make this clear. Imagine the cartilage and tissues in your joints are like a beautiful brand new iron fence. Over time, exposure to the elements, rain, humidity, pollution, causes rust to form. This rust, or oxidation, weakens the iron, makes it brittle, and eventually causes it to break down. In your body, factors like aging, stress, and a diet high in processed foods create a similar effect through unstable molecules called free radicals. This cellular rust accelerates the breakdown of cartilage and contributes to the pain and stiffness you feel. Many foods contain antioxidants that help clean up this rust, but few can compare to the sheer antioxidant capacity of cloves. On the ORAC scale, which measures antioxidant power, cloves don't just score high. They are one of the highest scoring substances ever tested, outranking celebrated superfoods like blueberries and acai berries by a massive margin. Therefore, incorporating cloves into your diet is like giving your joints a professional-grade, industrial-strength rust-proofing treatment at the cellular level. The headline molecule responsible for this power is a compound called eugenol. Eugenol is a triple threat. It's a potent anti-inflammatory, a powerful antioxidant, and it has analgesic, or pain-relieving properties. In fact, its mechanism is surprisingly sophisticated. It can inhibit the activity of an enzyme called COX-2, which is the very same target that many common over-the-counter pain relievers aim for. This means cloves offer a gentle, food-based way to calm the inflammatory fire, addressing the cause at its source. Emerging research from various health reports even suggests that the compounds in cloves may help limit cartilage damage in arthritic conditions. This is profound. It means cloves may not just help manage the symptoms, they may help preserve the very structure of your joints, supporting better flexibility and fewer flare-ups over time. So how do you use this potent spice without being overwhelmed by its strong flavor? The key is to remember that a little goes a long way. A tiny pinch of ground cloves is plenty. Stir it into your morning oatmeal or blend it into a smoothie. It pairs beautifully with cinnamon and banana. Upgrade your golden milk by adding a pinch of ground clove to the turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. This creates a soothing, anti-inflammatory symphony your joints will appreciate before bed. You can also make a simple whole clove tea. Just drop 4 or 5 whole cloves into gently boiling water and let them simmer for 10–15 minutes. Strain and sip. It's a wonderfully warming and therapeutic drink, especially if nighttime aches are a particular challenge for you. A quick word of caution is important here. Because cloves are so concentrated in eugenol, it's best to stick to normal culinary amounts. Avoid high-dose supplements or essential oils for internal use, as they can be too much for the body. By simply weaving small, consistent amounts into your daily meals and drinks, you capture all the benefits without any of the risk. And now for the insight we've been building towards. We've talked about turning down the heat with cinnamon and rust-proofing our joints with cloves. But our final secret is the key that unlocks the door, allowing these powerful compounds to get where they need to go to do their best work. The ultimate joint health catalyst, black pepper. We've arrived at our most crucial secret, and it's likely the one you've seen and used more than any other. It sits on nearly every dining table in the country, right next to the salt. It's humble, it's ordinary, it's black pepper. And you might be thinking, really, the stuff I sprinkle on my eggs? Yes, absolutely. Because its familiarity has masked its truly extraordinary power. The real secret isn't just that black pepper itself has anti-inflammatory properties, which it does, but that it acts as a master key, a bioenhancer, that dramatically magnifies the power of other healing compounds. The hurdle black pepper overcomes is one of the most frustrating in natural medicine: poor bioavailability. Many incredible health-promoting compounds found in spices and foods are difficult for our bodies to absorb. They pass through our digestive system too quickly before they have a chance to enter the bloodstream and get to work. Let's frame this with our final analogy. Imagine curcumin, the famous anti-inflammatory compound in turmeric, is a world-class doctor who has flown in to perform a critical surgery on your inflamed joints. This doctor arrives at the hospital, but the security at the front door, your digestive system, doesn't recognize their credentials and won't let them in. So this brilliant doctor is forced to leave without ever performing their healing work. This is what happens when you consume turmeric by itself. Your body absorbs only a tiny fraction of its potential. But now, imagine this doctor brings along a trusted colleague, a hospital administrator, who has an all-access security pass. This colleague is piperine, the active compound in black pepper. Piperine walks right up to the security desk and vouches for the doctor, escorting them past the barriers and directly to the operating room. Suddenly, the doctor is able to perform their life-changing work. This is precisely what black pepper does for curcumin. Peer-reviewed studies, including those published in leading pharmacology journals, have shown that combining even a small amount of black pepper with turmeric can increase the bioavailability of curcumin by up to an astonishing 2,000%. Therefore, if you are using turmeric for joint pain but not adding black pepper, you are leaving the vast majority of its healing potential on the table. This synergistic relationship is one of the most powerful and well-documented examples of food as medicine in action. The combination is not just a tasty pairing for curries, it's smart science that transforms a good idea into a truly effective one. Piperine itself is also an anti-inflammatory, working to quiet those same pro-inflammatory signals we've discussed. It's also an antioxidant. So while it's amplifying the benefits of other compounds, it's also contributing its own gentle, healing properties to the mix. Bringing this catalyst into your daily routine is the easiest task of all. First, always opt for freshly ground black pepper from a pepper mill rather than the pre-ground powder in a shaker. Grinding it just before you eat preserves the piperine, ensuring you get the maximum impact. Twist it over your morning eggs, whisk it into a salad vinaigrette, stir it into soups and stews. And most importantly, any time you use turmeric, whether it's on roasted vegetables, in a lentil dish, or in a golden milk latte, make sure you add a crack of black pepper. This is the kind of small, repeatable habit that quietly accumulates into less stiffness, less swelling, and more comfortable movement. And there you have it, the ultimate joint health catalyst. It's the piece of the puzzle that makes everything else work better. It's a testament to the idea that sometimes the most profound shifts in our health don't come from a dramatic overhaul, but from understanding the quiet, powerful relationships that exist in the natural world and in our own kitchens. So let's quickly recap the journey we've taken. We started with our foundational spice secret, cinnamon, which helps gently turn down the thermostat on chronic inflammation and improves circulation to your joints. We then uncovered the overlooked pantry powerhouse, cloves, a potent antioxidant that acts like a rust-proofer for your joint tissues, protecting them from cellular damage. And we culminated with the ultimate joint health catalyst, black pepper, the master key that unlocks the full potential of other anti-inflammatory compounds like curcumin, magnifying their benefits exponentially. Each of these spices is a powerful tool on its own, but together, used consistently, they form a synergistic strategy to support joint health, ease swelling, reduce stiffness, and help you move with greater comfort and freedom. The best part? This doesn't require a radical lifestyle change. It starts with a sprinkle here, a pinch there. It's about making small, delicious choices day after day. Remember, relief doesn't always come from a bottle. Often it begins with the gentle, steady wisdom that's been sitting in your kitchen all along. Which of these insights resonated with you the most? Was it the comforting power of cinnamon, the surprising strength of cloves, or our game-changing catalyst, black pepper? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. If you found this journey valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps others in our community find this information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more practical, natural health tips that really work. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You're worth it.